Hello students. So far up to our last class we have explained what are different types of fibers, from fibers how we get fabric, and there are basically three types of fiber: natural, synthetic, and the third one is a mixed one. Okay, so we explained all in detail. We have explained what is cotton, how it is cultivated, what are the different uses of cotton, then how from cotton we are getting the cloths. Then we have in the last class we have also discussed what is jute, then how jute is cultivated, what are the different uses of jute, then from jute how the clothes we obtain, and we have performed different activity. So in today's class, this will be the last class of this chapter. We will discuss about the history of human clothing behavior. Okay, from where the human clothes have developed and the overall history. In today's class we will discuss. History of clothing material. In today's class we will discuss just one topic left in this chapter. This is your history of clothing materials. In early humans, the early humans did not know much about the clothes. So we know our ancestors, the early humans who have developed in the early period of civilization, they don't know much about the clothing behavior. They used to, in the initial period, there was no clothing system for humans also. Then people have developed the habit to wear the leaf of different plants, okay, big leaves. Then slowly the clothing pattern or the clothing habit developed into the humans. So the early humans did not know how to know much about the clothes. Okay, they used the bark of trees and large leaves to cover themselves. So they used to use bark of tree or large leaves to cover themselves. See, in this photograph they have shown the leaves. They have used leaf in this photograph. Okay, in this photograph they have used leaf to cover themselves. Later they started using animal skins for clothing, and later on they developed the habit of wearing animal skin. In this photograph you can see that they wear some animal skin. So they have started wearing animal skin for covering their body. They wear animal skins and wrapped food around their bodies to keep themselves warm. So why during the winters? So they started using animal skin for covering themselves, and this helps in keeping their body warm in the winter season, because the animal skin have food. Food means hair. So hair will not allow the movement of what should I say, the movement of cold air. So their body will become warm in the winter season. This is why people started wearing the animal skin which have hairs. Food means hair. So in this photograph you have seen some early humans wear large leaves and animal skin. So in this photograph you can see humans wearing animal skin and in this plant leaves. When people began to settle in the agricultural communities, they learned to weave things and grass into mats and baskets. So slowly people started the practice of agriculture. They started the cultivating rice, then they started a rearing of cattle such as cows, goats. Okay, so when people began settle in agricultural communities, then slowly people are getting settled in agricultural communities. They learned to weave things and grass into mats and baskets. So in the last class we have performed the weaving experiment. Some of you have done the weaving experiment and you have shown me. So where this weaving experiment is used, you have seen mat at your home. So mat, basket, these are performed by these are prepared by this weaving technique using the grass, okay, or twigs. Later humans developed the technique of spinning and weaving cloth from the fluffy substance of the cotton plant. So later on, first they have developed the skill of weaving and they have used it for making mats and baskets. Later on they have used the same weaving technique for preparing cloths from where? from the cotton plant. Okay, cotton fibers, fluffy substance, they are obtained from the cotton plant. The clothing was invented thousands of years ago, but the cloth we wear, this is the modern type of cloth. Okay, but clothes, the initial type of clothes which we can see in any ancient movie or photographs, these are obtained some thousands years ago. These are invented some thousands years ago. Okay, in ancient Egypt, cotton and flax plants were cultivated near the river Nile and used for making fabrics. So where it is begin? In ancient Egypt, not in the present Egypt, in early Egypt. Okay, cotton and flax plants, these two types of plants were cultivated near the river Nile river. Remember the name, Nile river. And these cotton and flax plants are used for making fabrics. It means used for making cloths. In India, the use of cotton spread around 300 BC. So 3000 BC. So when in India the use of cotton started, some about 300 BC. Okay, it started about 300 BC, means before Christ. In China, silkworms were domesticated to produce fibers. Okay, so in China, silkworm also started. The use of silkworm started in China. Now we know the use of cotton and flax plant started in your ancient Egypt, and where the silk started in China, silkworm were domesticated to produce silk fibers. In China, the production of silk fiber started. Okay, silk cloths. The domestication of silkworms in China started around 3000 BC. So in China, where the process of this silkworm cultivation started, some around 3000 BC period, the domestication of silkworm in China started. The fibers were then spun into threads that were woven to make silk cloths. And the fibers which are obtained from the silkworm, in the last class I explained the colon gold was there, and from colon gold the silkworm was killed out and only the silk fiber was obtained. So the fiber was there. How it is used? It is then spun into threads. That means from the fiber threads are obtained and that are woven to make silk cloths. So this is how silk cloth was also developed. From our last class we know how to develop silk cloths, then how to develop cotton cloths. Okay, here they have just given you the history that how it started. The cotton cloths started in the ancient Egypt, and the silk cloth started in the China. In China, some about 3000 BC. Okay. Earlier, stitching was not known. So, in the very beginning, stitching process was not known. Now people know all the stitching process. So we have different designed cloths. Okay, different types of cloth we have now. But in the earlier time, stitching was not there. So there was only limited types of cloths. Women used to wear sari and men used to wear dhoti. So as stitching pattern was not there, so what women used to wear? Women used to wear sari and men used to wear dhoti. These clothes were not stitched. Okay, so sari, you all know sari is not stitched and dhoti is also not stitched. They were just wrapped around the body. So how sari and dhoti are people wear? They just wrap this cloth around their body. You can see this sari is not stitched, but the lady have just wrapped the sari, or this man, the dhoti, he just wrapped it around the body. There is a technique for wearing sari and dhoti, but there is no stitching is necessary for it. Even today, sari, dhoti and lungi are used as unstitched clothes. So today also you have seen sari in your home, your mother or someone wearing, or dhoti or lungi someone wearing. These are not stitched. Okay, these are unstitched clothes. With the invention of sewing needle, the people started stitching fabrics to make clothes. So as soon as the invention of your sewing needle, the needle using which the stitching machine works, sewing needle. Okay, so with the invention of sewing needle, people started stitching. And with stitching, what will happen? People have different types of cloth. For example, shirt, pant. Okay, skirt, top. People have different types of clothes now. Today, various stitched clothes such as jeans, then suits, shirts, and trousers are very popular. So now we know what are the most common clothes people wear. Most common are jeans, then suits, then shirts, and trousers are the very popular. At present, there is a large variety of fabrics to choose from. So now at the time, what happens? If you go to market, you have different variety of clothes. Okay, you have choice to choose everything. But in the initial period, think about the period when there was no stitching. So people used to, or no cloth system, then people used to wear these leaves. Then from leaves they are developed to wear the skins of different animals. Then from this they have developed the process of wearing cloth without stitching. Now with the development of stitching technique, people are wearing different modern types of clothes. So now we have different option. If you go to a shop, you can buy a shirt, or you can buy a kurta, or you can buy a t-shirt. Because of stitching pattern, there are different types of cloth. So this was the overall history of clothing, development of cloth, wearing of cloth in the world. So this class is all about the historical development of clothing material. Okay, so this is the last topic of this chapter. From the next chapter we will discuss the question and answer mainly. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me, but I'll suggest you just open your book and read this topic once again, because this topic is too simple to understand, and there is just two things you need to remember, or two or more three things. The one thing is the year when this cultivation or the practice of silk was started, or the cotton industry started. So both are the same year, 3000 BC ago. Okay, and the river of the name, the name of the river was Nile River, where the cotton was cultivated. So these two terms you need to remember out of all this, and the rest is history. If you just read it, it will become clear to you, and this is common to all. We all know this history. So this is for today. Thank you. You can ask your doubts now.